Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video, and the horrible grind is over. I mean, at least they gave us something to do with all of our time, right? But I don't think most players should be trying to do this in one meta sitting, right? So we have 752,000 of the whatever these things are that we have grinded from the parallel processing stage, the predator battle, and then just a lot of stamina potions on this what we carry on stage. So that means we can finally go into the flashback, or no, actually into the meta shop, sorry, in exchange for 500,000 flashback crystals. Or, you know, here, we'll go exact. There we go. 500,000 exchanged, which means now we can go into the actual flashback shop and buy this ticket replica bonus card thing for exactly 500,000, which now means that we can go take on the new special event that will get us a free ticket. So, I believe, is it this one? Yes, it is this one. All right, so now we have one ticket that we can use to get this official movie release bazaar ticket. So let's go ahead and beat this stage. I'm not going to use a water team because it's not going to be hard. I'm going to use the fire team, or this version of the fire team. It has a water unit on it. Whatever. It's fine. But after beating the stage, we will get that ticket, which means we can take that back to the shop for the third time and choose a unit of my liking, of which, if you saw the thumbnail, I'm pretty sure you know who we're choosing, so it's not a surprise. But this was a very large grind, and I have a considerable, what do I want to call it? I have a considerable boost to the stage, right? I was sitting at 345%, and yeah, not a lot of other people are going to have that. I mean, I did the 240,000 grind for the Slime Rimuru, which gave me an extra 40%. I have all the new units with, you know, some of them have dupes. It took 2 orbs, so cool. That stage is a joke. Most players, especially newer players, should not be focusing on this kind of thing. They should be focusing on getting the better free-to-play units from the Flashback Bazaar, like Rimuru, like Isis, or Geld, or someone to, you know, help your team out. Not grinding all of your resources away and all of your time and making no progress in the game doing this, right? You want to have more team options, not grind for days and days and days and weeks this one thing to get one 5-star, most of which are in the general pool. Right? That's holding you back from getting your crystals, from your other rewards. It's just not a good use of time. So if you're sitting here wondering, it's like, oh, maybe I should do this, and you are a newer player or you have no use for those units, don't do it. I mean, I'm running out of grindstones for gear, right? I haven't been able to parallel process that because all of my stamina has been going towards this. So now I've got to go. Every single time I have stamina is going to go into like some story quest to get grindstones and other resources that I've been using up constantly for this meta because it's dropped so many units that I've had to make gear for, and my resources are looking a little low. But now we are ready. Let's go into the... No, not that one. We need to go into the serial code shop down here. And now that we have this one ticket, we can choose one of these units. So Space Rimuru, General Pool. Good support, not worth it. Not worth the grind. Water Rimuru, Dark Rimuru, Maid Rimuru, General Pool, not worth it. Definitely not fucking worth it. Don't lie to me. Light Rimuru, a fairly good option. Not in the General Pool. He has a good trait, you know, protection gauge for the first 3 turns if he's up front. And he's good support for the light team because he's got pierce resistance down. He's a single orb changer. He can fit. If you have the light team but don't have Rimuru, it's probably a good pickup. Fire Benimaru, Earth Benimaru, old, like, OG unit. I know we're in the fire meta right now, but he's OG, he's general pool. Benimaru just got added to the general pool. He does buff oranges, but so does the new Benimaru. Maybe this only buffs new Benimaru only buffs damage. This Benimaru buffs damage and gauge, which it can be okay in some scenarios. but he's just not it. These two Veldoras, not really worth it. You're an alt booster, fine, whatever. You're an orb changer and something else that I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Not worth it. Light Shion, not worth it. General pool, orb changer, stun dodge. You can get through some of those stages real easy now. Dark Shion is an okay support. She's giving Pierce and Pierce power to everybody. But again, OG unit. Light Shion, obviously who I'm going to pick up. Very good DPS. The Light team, she is fantastic. She might be 7 months old, but 6 months old, but she can still put work in. Water Soe, OG unit. Earth Soe, the sad runt of Earth 1.0. Hakuro, not worth it. Gapta, super not worth it. Ranga, not worth it. Diablo 1, not worth it. Diablo 2.0, if you already have everybody, like Win Diablo, Win Trainee, Light Shion, Light Rimuru, and you don't have Diablo 2.0, he can be an okay, like a decent nuker on the Dark Anniversary team since he is magic based. He will benefit from the dark attack, the crit damage, and the magic boost and alt boost. He does have his own personal alt boost for 80%, which is 10% more than what Milim is doing, so it's like a little bit more. But he's not necessary. He is single target though, so it does help out. He can help out if you're missing like Milim or something, and you need that single target DPS because Shinsha's not doing it for you. He can work. All right, Win Diablo is a fairly good, competent 2.0 unit, not in the general pool, so he might be a good pickup for some people who don't have a Win DPS because Hakuro is not cutting it. He's got an attack boost, he's got a crit buff, so he is a very selfish DPS, but the Win 2.0 team is pretty hell-bent on being selfish, sending all of their supports and orbs to the highest attack in the team, so that would be Diablo most of the time, if you have his attack buff up. Beretta, not worth it. Trainee, not worth it. Win Trainee could be worth it, again, if you have all the other units that I pointed out that are worth it, and you don't have her. She has the same protection trait as Light Rimuru, where the first 3 turns of the battle you get extra protection gauge. She's a special orb converter, 1 green, 1 orange to 2 blue. It's fairly good. Frey, the free-to-play Frey, also has that skill, but she also has a 25% wind attack buff, which she is the wind attack buffer on the 2.0 team. It's half of what most of the other buffers do, but it's cheaper, so that's the offset. She can be an okay pickup if you have everybody else, or you need kind of some extra DPS support on the Win team. Milim. I mean, still good. Still reroll target for sure, but not in this day and age. Not worth it to trade 500,000 of these points and so much stamina for it. Same with you. You are both protection trait characters, which, I mean, if you really don't like any of these other units, and you have like a 92 Dark Milim and an 88 Earth Milim, is it worth it to pick up for that little bit of last trait? No. Probably not. Because what you're missing from like an 88 versus a 92 is probably what Rimuru or Trainee can give you. It's fine. Fire Milim, guaranteed crits, single target. She's outdated, she's old. The hero has replaced her, 6 months ago, 7 months ago. And she doesn't really have a spot on the new Fire team, unless you're missing somebody. I don't think so. So, Shion. Shion it is. Let's pick her up, and let's feed her dupe in. And let's go find her. Shion. There we go. Okay. So, level 92. She is now level 96. Incredible, and you know what? She's now 100. She is now 100. Am I going to pull her the very first multi that she comes back on that I summon for? Probably, because that's how God loves me. But we have acquired a level 100 Shion, which will help out this Jubilee, of which I've already recorded, I think, the light stages with an 92 Shion, so... oh well. But... that'll be it for this video. Just, the whole progress of clearing that stage is long and drawn out. Please don't make it your primary focus unless you literally have nothing else to do in the game. But, make your choice wisely with that ticket. And don't be afraid to just let it sit there for a while, because this stage by itself is here for another 378 fucking days. You are not in any hurry to do this. Not when all the units but 5 of them are already in the general pool. You have plenty of time. Don't worry about it. Don't freak out. Play the game. Enjoy the game. When you have excess stamina, because then you have literally nothing else to do when you reach that point, then you start throwing it here. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you later.